Hi everyone, it's Elias from Adobe House, and we're about to take a behind the scenes look of my new album, Loverboy. Ooh. Loverboy, I didn't really have a concept for the album before I started writing. I was just writing songs just to write songs. But it wasn't until like probably 6 songs in that I realized what it was about. And I was kind of just writing about myself and like how I'm obsessed with like relationships and stuff like that. So I was kind of just talking to myself. Like it kind of sounds like I'm talking about a specific person, but I'm referring to myself as a lover boy because I'm always, you know, doing that romantic shit all the time. So. Are you drowning in your head? You can't seem to get out of bed. There's a notion of emotion you can't express. The first song on the album is Take the Edge Off, and it starts off with a voicemail from Dan Lewis and someone else that's in Adobe House. And he's telling me like, what are you sad for? Like, just kind of like, it was just a message that I got from him, and it kind of just resonated with me because this song it starts off, it's a really short song. It's like an intro, it's like a minute something. And it starts off with me like kind of addressing like my depression and my anxiety, and kind of like gives you a insight view of who I am as a person before it like gets in depth about the songs and stuff. And I talk about how I almost fucking died last year, and I talk about like how bad I want to be fucking famous, and like I want to be able to pay for my mom's payments in her house, and I'll literally do anything to get that. So that's what Take the Edge Off is about. It's kind of an intro to me as a person, kind of getting a little background of who I am before it goes into it, you know. Lose yourself in the lights, and it might make you feel a little brighter. Let it go tonight, have no control, let your soul just feel it home. Oh my god, The Escape is probably my favorite song on the album because it's about my experience with men who are still in the closet or questioning their sexuality. I had gone out one time with someone like that, and like the whole time they were just looking over their shoulder, and they were just really sketch about just being out in a safe space that's for people like us. So I'm talking to people who are still in the closet or still questioning their sexuality, like telling them like, you know, when you're with me, you don't need to try that hard. You don't need to look over your shoulder all the time. Like, let me, you know, be the person that is your escape from your normal day-to-day life. Because a lot of the times people in the closet, they don't get to express themselves a lot. They're keeping a lot of themselves in. And I'm like not like that in any ways. Like I'm flipping my hair on stage all over the place, and I'm completely like liberated and free. So I want the audience to know like, yeah, you might be, you know, trying to find yourself still, and you might be in a really dark place, but you know, I want to be that voice for you. Like, look at me, how free I'm living. Let me be that escape for you, and let me be that time where, you know, you're 100% yourself and you don't have to worry about stuff like that. What Do You Want is probably my other favorite song on the album, and it's kind of just about when you meet someone and you don't really know where you stand with them yet, but you kind of like them, and they're sending you like mixed signals, and like you don't know what their goal, you don't know what they're trying to do. Like you don't know if they're trying to hit on you, you don't know if they're trying to be in a relationship with you, or just like you don't know. Like I don't know what you're doing, why are you acting like this? Like tell me what it's about, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what that one's about.
Through for you, I'll come through for you. You know what I want, give it to me right now. Bitch, I need something on the dirty
low. Is a song featuring Duermo, who is also this guy named Matt, who is our publicist. And he also gave me the Loverboy tattoo I have on my arm. He wrote the hook for that song. He came up with it out of nowhere. And I just thought it was catchy, so I just filled in the blank spots, and it's just a really
fun song about like, I don't know, just like when you're really drunk and you're just like vibing with someone in the club or something, and just like tell me that it's time to go, you know, back to the room. Like tell me it's time to, I don't know. It's just a fun, really cool dance song.
Take the lid out, baby, can you go faster than you are right now? I need that rush of adrenaline. I can't be handling everything that you're throwing at me.
Take Control is probably the best sounding song on the entire album, and it's my first like very upbeat pop song. It's almost like a club song because it's just so like ba ba ba, like it's really fun to dance around to. And I wrote that song when I was drunk one time. I came back from West Hollywood. I had gone out and I did some unknown substances in the bathroom at this club. So I was just like really like, I was just completely out of it. I was like, but I was having a lot of fun, and I was just dancing, and I was just like, you know, I'm living really recklessly right now. I know I shouldn't be, but like, whatever, I'm fucked up. I need someone to take control of me because I'm sure not going to. Who Are You is a song produced by Nomad, who's a producer in Tucson. That song is kind of like a more like a sassy fuck you type of song, and it's just about like how, again, my experience with people who are still in the closet. Like something will happen, and then a couple of days later they'll pretend like they don't know me, and like they'll act like nothing ever happened. And this song is like me flipping it around, saying like, oh shit, okay, well, when I start to pop off, like I can act like I don't know you either. Like, who are you again?
Got everything that you need. Give it a try, your satisfaction is so guaranteed. You make my blood boil. You make my blood boil. You got me steaming, got me smoking for you.
Blood Boil is kind of like a slower song, and it's more of it's a lot more of a soulful song than I've ever done before, just because it's really hard and it's really gritty and it's really sexy. Which is the only way I know how to describe that song, because I'm kind of just talking about when you find someone so hot that you're just like physically warm, like you make my blood boil. Like, I don't know, I was just in a particular mood and I heard that beat. Caller John produced that song, and I asked Sean Lee, who is the guitarist in Adobe House, to do a solo at the end of it, and it sounds really cool. So yeah, it's just a really sexy, sultry song that's just slow and really cool.
I tell you, I can't stop thinking about you. I want to be real with you, but I don't think I know how to. I know it's not my fate. I know the remedy. This shit happens so frequently.
Good Together is the last song on the album, and it's produced by Salvador Trejo from Triangle Fire. And it's a really old beat. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, he sent it to Sean a while ago, and Sean just sent it in a group message, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, that sounds really nice. I'll probably write something to that. And a couple of weeks later, I finally, because I didn't know how to write to it at first, but then I finally found a groove in there, and I wrote to it. And it's about when you meet somebody and you think you're really, really, really like a good match together, but there's other outside things that are keeping you guys from, you know, becoming something. It's kind of just a really sad song, and I'm also singing a part of a Rex Orange County song in that song. So I don't know, it's just a nice little end to the album. It's a really sweet love song. It's kind of sad at the same time, but I don't know, I guess that's my aesthetic. I hope everyone enjoys this album as much as I enjoyed making it, because it was really fun and it was really therapeutic for me, and it's probably just another step in me finding out how I'm supposed to sound and finding my groove in music and what people like and what I like to sound like. And I'm already working on another one, so we're just gonna keep, you know, going from there. Okay, bye, thanks for watching.